Hello, folks, and welcome to another episode in our podcast where we dive deep into the world of personal growth and development. And today we'll explore another episode on how authenticity plays a crucial role in navigating the inevitable challenges that we face as a coach. Now, as coaches, we often find ourselves at the intersection of empathy, guidance, and sometimes tough love. And balancing these elements while staying true to ourselves and true to our values makes a coach genuinely authentic. Hi, I'm Richard Fontenay. I've been a coach and a consultant for over 50 years, and I'm pleased to provide a bit of my experience with you today. The goal is to provide insights and tools that help you overcome obstacles and strengthen your own authenticity. Now, here's what you can expect from today's episode. We'll explore strategies for dealing with a lack of progress in coaching sessions, including when it might be time to consider alternative approaches. We'll pepper our discussion with real-life experiences and examples of how coaches, including myself, have handled such situations. Finally, we'll end on a positive note by sharing examples of successful outcomes and what they look like in the coaching world. So whether you're a seasoned coach or just starting out, this episode is designed to equip you with the knowledge and confidence to navigate the many challenges of coaching, all while staying true to your authentic self. So let's get started. So the question becomes, how do we know that progress is being stalled? Now, in any coaching relationship, there will always be times when progress seems to slow down or even stop. Recognizing when a client is not progressing is crucial to preventing the long-term stagnation. Now, some signs that progress is stalled include repeated discussions about new insights, a lack of actionable steps, or the client's expression of frustration or disinterest in the process that we're engaged in. Additionally, if a client's goals remain unmet over several sessions, it clearly indicates that something is stopping progress. So addressing the lack of progress is essential as soon as it's identified. Ignoring it can lead to client dissatisfaction, decreased motivation, and the potential for the coaching relationship to become unproductive. Acknowledging the issue early allows for a proactive approach to getting things back on track. Now, once you've recognized that progress is stalled, the next step is to analyze why. There are several potential reasons for the lack of progress, and identifying the root cause is essential for determining the right approach to address it. Sometimes, clients stop looking at themselves or looking at their initial goals because those goals no longer resonate with them, or they might have been unrealistic in the first place. It's important to revisit those goals and assess whether they are still relevant and achievable. Life circumstances such as personal stress, work challenges, health issues can impact a client's ability to focus on their coaching goals. So understanding these external factors can help you adjust your approach and provide the necessary support. Now, as discussed in our last podcast, resistance can also manifest itself as a lack of progress. Clients may consciously sabotage their own efforts due to fear, self-doubt, or discomfort with the change that is taking place, or that the coach is suggesting that change take place. Now, in these circumstances, it's important to explore the underlying emotions and beliefs that might be holding the client back. Clients may struggle to progress if they are unclear about the next steps or feel overwhelmed by the complexity of the tasks. Clarity is critical to taking consistent action, and as a coach, you can help your clients break down their goals into manageable and precise or action steps. To identify the root cause, engage in open dialogue with your client. Ask questions like, how are you feeling about the progress that we've made so far? Or what do you think might be getting in the way of moving forward? Now, these questions probe, but they also encourage self-reflection and can reveal underlying issues that need to be addressed. Now, having identified some of the ways that progress is stalled, here are 5 strategies to reframe or reignite that progress. Number 1, revisiting and reframing the goals. Now, one of the first steps in reigniting progress is revisiting the client's goals. Sometimes goals need to be adjusted to reflect the client's current situation or interests. So engage the client in a conversation about their original goals and whether they feel that they are still aligned with them. If the goals need to be reframed, then work together to set new ones and make sure that they are more relevant and that they reignite the client's expectations and motivations. For example, if a client's initial goal was to achieve a promotion at work, but they've since lost interest in that path, you might explore alternative career aspirations that might excite them. So reframing the goal to something that they are passionate about can renew their commitment and energy. Number 2, introduce new techniques or tools. Now, if progress has stalled, it might be time to introduce new coaching techniques or tools to shake them up. This could include different types of exercises, such as visualization, journaling, or role-playing, which can help clients see their challenges from a new or a different kind of perspective. Changing the format of sessions, such as incorporating more interactive elements, or using technology like apps to track progress, can re-engage the clients. Number 3, consider revisiting the coaching approach itself. Sometimes a different method or a framework might resonate better with the client's current state. For instance, if a traditional goal setting isn't working, you might introduce a strength-based approach that focuses on leveraging the client's existing skills and attributes. And number 4, encourage self-reflection and ownership. Now, a lack of progress can sometimes be linked to a client's sense of ownership over their goals. Encouraging self-reflection can help clients reconnect with their motivations and take responsibility for their actions. So ask open-ended questions that prompt the client to think deeply about their journey, such as, what have you learned about yourself during this process so far? Or, how do you feel about the steps we've taken? Encourage the clients to reflect on their successes and challenge them on how they can apply those insights into moving forward. And now this reflection can lead to renewed commitment and a clearer sense of purpose. As well, it's crucial to emphasize the importance of ownership over their progress. Now, remind the clients that while you are there to guide and support them, they are ultimately responsible for taking the necessary steps to achieve the goals. This empowerment can reignite their drive to move forward. And consider referring a client elsewhere. This is number 5. In some cases, despite your best efforts, a client may struggle to make progress. So it's important to recognize when the issues may be beyond the scope of coaching and require specialized intervention. For instance, if a client is dealing with a deep-seated emotional issue or a mental health challenge that is hindering their ability to progress or engage in the coaching process itself, it may be appropriate to refer them to a therapist or to a counselor. Now, I cannot emphasize enough the importance of referring a client elsewhere. I have done this on several occasions. And in most instances, I've teamed up with a psychologist to deal with an emotional issue beyond my expertise. Often, I kept working with the client towards achieving the goals that they set out, while the psychologist worked on the deep-seated emotional blocks. Now, without breaking any kind of confidence, the psychologist and I touched base on the client's progress. Now, referring a client elsewhere should be approached with sensitivity and with professionalism. So we need to frame the referral as a positive step toward getting the right support and assure the client that you're still committed to their well-being. For example, you might say something like, I believe that exploring this issue with a therapist could provide you with a deeper support that you need right now, and we can continue to work together on our goals alongside that process. Now, be open and honest with the individual and indicate that without breaking any kind of confidence, you will be also sharing progress. Now, let's further discuss 3 examples of reigniting progress. One relates to revisiting goals. Now, a client who initially wanted to write a book found themselves procrastinating and avoiding the project altogether. The coach revisited the client's motivation and discovered their true passion was not in writing the book, but in conducting workshops. And so the client's enthusiasm returned when the coach reframed the goal from writing a book to creating a series of workshops. And that triggered progress. Here's another example of introducing a new technique. A client who felt stuck in their career advancement was not responding well to any kind of traditional coaching technique. So the coach introduced a strengths-based approach, focusing on the client's existing skills and how they could leverage in those skills in new ways. Now, this shift in perspective or emphasis helps the clients see new opportunities within their current role, and that led to renewed progress. And here's another one. It's really about encouraging ownership. A client expressed frustration with the lack of progress in their fitness goals. The coach encouraged the client to reflect on their commitment and what was driving their actions. Now, through self-reflection, the client realized that they relied too heavily on all of those external motivations, those kinds of things that would help them run or lift weights or whatever they were doing. But what they needed was more ownership internally around their fitness journey. And so basically what the coach attempted to do was moved from outside themselves to inside themselves so that they can take ownership and responsibility for their own actions. And this realization led to a change in attitude and renewed effort. Now, lack of progress is a common challenge in a lot of coaching situations that I've been involved in, but it doesn't have to be a roadblock. By recognizing when progress is stalled, analyzing the root causes, applying a targeted strategy to reignite the momentum, you can help your clients overcome this hurdle. But remember, as an authentic coach, your role is to support and guide your clients through these challenges and empower them to achieve their goals and continue their growth journey. Now, let's build on this last segment and focus our attention on successful outcomes. But first, what does it mean to achieve a successful outcome in coaching? Well, a successful outcome in coaching is more than just completing the goal or resolving a particular challenge. It signifies a transformational change in the client, a real internal transformational change where they have achieved not only the results that they wanted, but they have gained a deeper understanding of themselves and their values and their potential. And this allows them to move forward. Now, successful outcomes are characterized by goal achievement. The client meets or exceeds the objectives at the beginning that are set at the beginning of the coaching relationship. It could be a personal growth. The client experiences significant personal development, gaining new insights and skills and perspectives that will benefit them in the long term. It could be sustained change. The client can now maintain positive changes and continue to apply what they have learned beyond the coaching engagement. Or it could be empowerment. The client feels more confident, is self-reliant, and able to take on future challenges independently. Now, in essence, a successful outcome is one in which the client leaves the coaching relationship not just with a sense of accomplishment, but also with the tools and the mindset to continue growing and thriving on their own. Now here are three examples of successful outcomes. One relates to career advancement. A client initially sought coaching to improve their leadership skills to secure a promotion. Now, through the coaching process, they achieved the promotion and developed a strong sense of self-awareness, enhanced communication skills, and the ability to inspire and lead their team effectively. This client's success was not limited to the promotion that he received, but extended to becoming a more confident and influential leader, which is really a sign of success. And not only that, it had a lasting impact on their career. Here's one about personal development. A client struggled with low self-esteem and anxiety, which affected their personal and professional lives. Now, through coaching, they could identify limiting beliefs. They developed healthier coping mechanisms and built a stronger sense of self-worth. Now, as a result, they experienced improvements in their relationships, their work performance, and their overall well-being. Now, this transformation was a clear indicator of a successful outcome, as the client gained new perspectives on life and the ability to handle future challenges with resilience. And the fourth example that I'd like to draw upon is entrepreneurial success. Now, a client working on launching a new business had numerous obstacles, as many people who know about starting a business. Now, those obstacles included the fear of failure and the difficulty of making decisions. A common one as you begin to face the risk involved in starting a business. Now, the coaching helped them clarify their vision, set realistic goals, and develop a strong action plan. And through the support, over time, the client launched their business, gained confidence in their decision-making abilities, and learned how to manage stress effectively. This success was not only in starting the business, but in the client's growth as a capable and a resilient business person. Now, here are 8 tips for sustaining success. A successful outcome is significant, but sustaining that success over time is the real challenge. So here are 8 tips to help clients maintain their progress and continue growing. Number 1, continued self-reflection. Now, encourage clients to regularly engage in self-reflection even after the coaching engagement has ended. This practice helps them stay aware of their thoughts and their feelings and their behaviors, which allows them to identify areas for ongoing improvement. Examples that you can give them, and perhaps you have worked on them through the coaching exercise, has been journaling, meditation, or setting aside time for introspection. Now, those are powerful tools for sustaining growth. And number 2 is setting new goals. Success should not be the end of the journey. encourage the client to set new goals that build on their achievements. And these goals can relate to further personal development or career advancement or other areas of life. Setting new goals keeps clients motivated and focused on continual growth. I often include what I try to do in my business as an example is that I develop 3 to 5 year goals on an ongoing basis. And I've done that for many, many years and continue to do so. And so one of the areas now that we're engaged in is podcasts. I never did podcasts before. This was a goal of mine that I began to develop over the years and over this past year, actually. And so the ability to refine and connect with yourself and those goals are critically important. Number 3, build a support system. Now, a robust support system is crucial for sustaining success. Encourage clients to surround themselves with people who uplift and support them in their growth. And those could be friends, could be family, colleagues, or mentors. This network can provide encouragement, accountability, and a perspective for them to continue their journey. Number 4, get them to practice resilience. Now, success often comes with its own set of challenges. So help clients develop resilience by teaching them coping strategies for setbacks and failures. Remind them that obstacles are just a natural part of the growth process and that resilience is critical to maintaining success. Techniques such as mindfulness, stress management, and maintaining a positive mindset are essential. I often get engaged with helping my clients understand that mindfulness is critically important. And it's a regime that I've developed over the years by spending 15 to half an hour a day in meditation. And that's usually at the beginning of the day. And so I can set the day appropriately. Number 5, stay committed to learning. And this is an important one. So encourage clients to adopt a mindset of lifelong learning. Whether it's through formal education, professional development, or personal hobbies. Now, you'll get some clients sometimes coming to you and say, I'd like to take this course or that course. Well, make sure it sort of fits within what it is that they want to achieve. So continuous learning, it keeps the clients engaged, it keeps them curious, and it allows them to be adaptable to new challenges. Now, this commitment to growth helps them stay on top of their game and ready for new opportunities. And number 6, get them to review and adjust. So it's important to regularly review progress and adjust strategies as needed to sustain success. Clients should periodically assess their progress in relation to their goals and make necessary changes to their approach. Now, I don't know whether I mentioned this earlier, but one of the things I attempt to do is help them develop 3 to 5 year goals. And this is something that I've done successfully over the years, and it has allowed me to continue to move forward. So be flexible and get them to understand that flexibility and adaptability are key to long-term success. And number 7, celebrate the milestones. Remind clients to celebrate their successes along the way. Acknowledging and celebrating milestones reinforces positive behavior and boosts motivation. So these celebrations can be small rewards. They don't have to be big. They are just, going out for a cup of coffee or spending a few moments with just simply recognizing and appreciating their own progress that they've just completed. Related to appreciation, being appreciative of the progress that one is making moving forward, but is also a reminder to celebrate their successes along the way. So some final thoughts on successful outcomes. As a coach, witnessing your clients achieve successful outcomes is really a rewarding aspect of your work. However, it's important to remember that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey. So equipping your clients with the tools and the strategies and the mindset needed to sustain their success empowers them to thrive long after the coaching relationship has ended. In doing so, you will fulfill your role as an authentic coach, committed not just to helping clients reach their goals or solving a problem, but fostering their ongoing growth and development. Okay, folks, it's time to wrap up this conversation and bring this podcast to a close. A lack of progress, while it's frustrating, is a common challenge that can be managed with the right strategies. So by analyzing the root causes, whether they stem from misaligned goals or external factors or resistance, you can help your clients regain their momentum. Revisiting goals, introducing new techniques, and encouraging self-reflection are effective ways to reignite progress and to ensure that clients stay on track with their desired outcomes. So in conclusion, the journey of an authentic coach is one of continuous learning and adaptation and deep connection with your clients. Each challenge, whether it's resistance, a difficult conversation, or a lack of progress, is essentially an opportunity to strengthen the coaching relationship and support your clients in achieving their goals. You can confidently navigate these challenges and lead your clients to meaningful and lasting change by staying true to authenticity, empathy, and strategic guidance. Now, thank you for listening, folks. And if you're interested, please subscribe to this channel. It will certainly help not only the algorithm in meeting this the continuance of this broadcast, but it'll also help me in understanding where it is that you want to go. Now, I would be extremely interested in your feedback on this particular podcast. And so make a note in the comments below. And if you're so inclined, I will make areas where you can follow up with this in the description below. Now, our next episode will explore an important spiritual growth within the context of authentic coach. Now, this is something that sometimes doesn't occur very often in the coaching sphere, but it's an extremely important element of the coaching process. Some coaches are afraid to sort of approach it. So let's spend a little bit of time next time talking about it. Now, I'm Richard Fontenay, signing off for now. And so until next Wednesday, when we meet again, continue to be your best as you search for your true self. Bye for now.